everything we need.
Oh, actually, I read that was beautiful.
It does look pretty good.
That's good.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll feel frisky and pick up some trout.
Well, normally I would take a video of us setting up camp, but with today's advancements, it took us literally 2 seconds to set up camp. Everything's a pop-up from Ozark Trail. We're done. Just like that. Just like that, we're done. Here, right there. It's a porcupine. First tree comes to, he's gonna try to go up.
Let's find that porcupine.
Yeah. All right, man. Hope we hear some gobbles.
Hopefully. Find something.
All right. Me and Dylan are splitting up for the night, going to roost some birds. I'm going to Isaac's spot where he bow hunted last year and had all his encounters with bears, and he filmed 6 longbeards in this spot, and then almost shot a buck, little one. But I'm gonna make my trek in, get comfortable, and listen for a while.
It is the first evening in PA. I was really wanting to go check this one spot out. It was a long road and a couple trails that split off of it, but there's a couple cars parked there, so I didn't really want to bother them. So I drove up to the next pull off and found a pretty good ridge. This trail runs all the way out on this super big knob that goes for a couple miles. It's steep cliff on each side, or I don't know if it's cliff, but it's steep on each side, so I'd imagine the birds would be all along the top there. Just from hunting here in the past, they like the big top knolls like that. So I'm gonna poke around through here. I'm not gonna get too deep, probably maybe about a mile. I gotta meet Caleb at the road at some point in time. He's about 2 miles down the road where I dropped him off, so hopefully one of us get on a bird, at least find something for tomorrow to hunt.
All right, so far I've encountered lots of porcupines and Forest Service fences and a good amount of deer sign, some old scrapes, a couple good rubs, but I have not heard a gobbler yet. I'm gonna kind of loop this ridge a little bit, stay up high, listen on my way back to the parking area, but did have one owl going, but no gobblers yet. Kind of a nice area, but these Forest Service fences, kind of annoying. 8 feet high wire fences you can't get around. Kind of bottlenecks a lot of stuff. Not sure what it does for the deer and the bears and the wildlife. Obviously turkeys can just fly over it, but pretty tough for people.
Alright. Well, I'm about a mile and 3/4 back here, so almost 2 miles. I I kind of screwed up. I should have came down. There's another trail off the road over on this side. That's only a mile down in here, and I'm almost 2 miles back from that other trail. So I guess I should have looked at that. But I do hear a hen. There's a hen up on that hill up in there that is clucking. I don't think it's a hunter because it doesn't sound like, I don't know why you'd be calling either, but it doesn't sound like a hunter. Can't hunt in the evenings anyway, so I don't know. But I have not heard any gobbles yet. I don't know if I'm gonna sit back here until close to dark because I got probably about a 45-minute walk out of here. Maybe a 40-minute. I stopped quite a bit on the way here. It took me about an hour. Well, as soon as I cut the camera, I did an owl hoot, and I heard a gobble, but I cannot tell you where it was. I was kind of moving my head when he gobbled. It sounded like it was up that hill on the backside maybe, or somewhere on another ridge over there somewhere, but it definitely wasn't over here, so I know he's on this side somewhere. But I just could not tell, and I can't get him to gobble again. I tried owl hoot, and I've been waiting 5 minutes or so, so I know there's one back here somewhere.
Good day?
No.
Same.
You? I've done a lot of cooking on this thing, huh? Over the years.
Yeah, I need a new one. I want to get that little black stone.
We said 4:30 on the road. Not bad.
3 minutes late.
Not bad. And then you can put your striker, rubber striker in that. Spin it in that. Dries it out.
She's wet.
Alright guys, it's about 7 o'clock here, May 5th. Me and Dylan hunting PA Public. We struck a bird about 700 yards off the road, and he was on the other side of a ravine, and he was closer to the road actually. So we walked past him. There might have been two. We walked past him, let him go, and now we're 2.25 miles down the trail. Haven't heard a single gobble besides the ones up by the road way early. Lots of owls, but we did just hear 3 shots. I'd say probably 500 yards off another trail on the other side of a ravine. Someone shot 3 times. So a hunter came in off a different trail. There were some guys last night Dylan roosted this area. There were some guys last night parked at the end of that trail, so sounds like they were on something. Whether they got them, we don't know. We're kind of taking a little break. We split up and we're just going to listen and do some calling, see if we can get anything to fire up here. Then we'll make our way back to the truck and hunt that bird closer to the road. And then we'll boogie to some of our other spots. But it's a beautiful morning. Temps in the 40s. Nice and calm. You can hear long distance. So dry, which is important. There ain't no fucking turkeys here. There was one.
What?
I'm like, dude blasted it.
Yeah, on the hill that me and Isaac are on. That's
Yeah, it's at the end of that pull off.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, he didn't kill it.
Didn't sound like it.
He shoot 3 times with the second 2 shots like pop pop. That's a miss.
Scratching all up through here.
There's just no birds right here, man.
I think there is. It just might not be gobbling. Maybe the sun. I don't know. It's definitely a nice morning.
Oh, the bird that the first bird we were on, he sure did gobble, no problem.
He was hammering. I think if no one else got on him, we might be able to get on him when we get up to the road.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a hunter.
Definitely fishable.
You know,
It's clear water.
how's it going? Was the weather fair last week?
Well, we have commenced to the truck. We did 5 miles this morning. Heard, I think it was 2 gobblers. They each gobbled about 2 times, but they were far off, way closer to the truck than what we were. We walked right past them early, but we got in real early too. Did hear those 3 shots, and there's 2 trucks parked at the pull-off where those 3 shots came from. And
That was a spot I wanted to go to.
yeah, it's a spot that Dylan wanted to go to. That's a spot that him and Isaac were on bears or turkeys last year, or 2 years ago, and almost got one. They got close, but they were not back to their trucks yet, and the shots were at least an hour ago, if not more.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they got them. When someone shoots 3 times real quick like that, doesn't instill a lot of confidence in me. But we're gonna start doing some loops, checking some fields, some other pull-offs, do some calling, and make a morning of it. Look at the size of that thing. Let's go. Well,
Dude, we're actually really fucking close to where you parked.
for
That's
really
Mayberry.
up top.
We're all the way up here.
So we just hit the twilight zone. OnX wasn't working right, and they're doing a lot of logging here in this piece of property. So there's like new roads that aren't showing up, and we went the wrong way and found some good deer sign. Actually found some turkey sign. But there's a guy up there cutting trees down with a bulldozer. Somehow he didn't hear when we left the truck. Who knows? How many miles did we just do? Or 2 or 3?
Yeah.
So we're at like 8 to 9-ish on the day. One last spot we gotta hit before it's relaxation time.
I figure out to get the hell out of here. I mean, he fucking hammered.
We might be in business. We might be in business. Because we had two options: get up on that flat or side hill him down.
I want to see exactly where you are.
Let's go up and around. We don't have time, dude. He's right up on the road almost. He moved up than he was before. He was down there.
Let's just go straight up on this flat and start calling from up top. Just in case we shoot one. Got the flask. We got close.
We got some burgers, hot dogs, grill, beer. No turkeys, but
Warm weather.
yeah, can't complain about this. It is beautiful.
All right, update time. We almost killed a bird this afternoon, and then we ran out of time. It hit noon. We had two different birds gobbling, and it hit noon, and we struck them after 11:30. It was like 11:47.
Should have went up there sooner.
Yeah, we talked about going up there earlier and didn't. We made two big mistakes today. Mistake one is not going after the first bird that we heard gobble on the roost. That was a mistake.
Because we thought we were gonna get on other birds.
Yeah, because we thought there'd be other birds. Mistake two was not checking a certain spot that we knew had some birds earlier in the day and checking it at 11:30 and striking two birds.
We pulled in or when we were coming down that road, we were sitting there, we were like, you want to go across to look at it? And no, let's do it later.
So we had two mistakes and it ended up not getting a bird, but two spots we heard birds gobble today, and then we have the other spot marked where we saw a gobbler across the road yesterday. We're gonna do some scouting this afternoon when this rain kind of ends. We're gonna do a little bit of fishing here in a minute. Probably for about half an hour worth of fishing. It wasn't supposed to rain, 5% chance of rain, and it's raining, but it's not bad out at all.
No.
Temperatures in the 60s.
A little chilly now.
Yeah. Ethan will be rolling into camp here in a couple hours, and we're gonna go all out tomorrow. We did take a little nap. Tell the viewers that. We took a nap. Dylan took a nap, and it was his idea. So when you watch this, and he always makes fun of you for taking naps during trips, it was Dylan's idea to take a nap today.
Fishing trips is different.
think these birds are gonna put themselves to bed? Nice. Good pour.
Dylan's never heard a bird gobble here at night, but he can't wait to go roost some birds that were there 12 hours ago.
Me. It's beautiful outside.
Yeah, waiting on you.
It'd be alright.
Ethan's like the only guy in the world that shows up at camp with 3 steaks and nothing else to eat with them.
Yeah, they haven't been on ice for fucking 6 days.
2 hours.
They're probably frozen solid still.
No, it's not too much, dude.
Well, it is Friday night. I'm on this top road. Yeah, there's definitely been people back here, but there's people up here when we got on those birds earlier. But this road goes down, and those birds are on top of this hill. Well, one of them was, and this kind of you stay above them when you stay up here. So I'm on a logging road right now. Actually, it looks like they've been actively cutting in this area. So tomorrow's Saturday. I don't know if they'll be out here or not, but I'm just gonna walk this road and hopefully hear something this evening. It's a beautiful night, sun's shining, probably 55 degrees, but I'm gonna get on this real high point back here and just listen and hopefully hear one of the birds I heard this morning or some different ones. But tomorrow's Saturday, so there's gonna be a lot of people out here, and if I hear birds, I think I'm gonna come up here either way, if I do or if I don't, because I know that those birds are in here. So I never usually have luck roosting them here, but who knows. So definitely got to get here early and try and beat the crowd. There's a lot of public around here, so hopefully we'll see what happens.
All right, guys, it is night 2 of our Pennsylvania public land turkey trip, and I'm here at the spot that we call Mother Earth Tree, and it's on a road that you cannot access any longer with vehicles, but we used to be able to camp up here. And if Matt Pavlik or Justin Walker ever watched this video, it was probably 10, 11, 12 years ago. Before we were doing SBO Live, we were filming a little bit, but we didn't film any that weekend. We brought a camera, took a bunch of pictures, but we camped up here with Justin Walker's mother-in-law's RV, and we brought a pull behind camper too, I think, and it was a wild weekend. It was muddy. The tree that we call the Mother Earth tree is missing. Give you a quick pan. The area is still real nice, but it's kind of overgrown because cars haven't been able to come up here for at least pre-COVID. So 2019, I think, was the last year cars could come up here. I'm roosting birds tonight in this area. Dylan's roosting birds where we got on a bird at the last minute today. Dylan's going there, and Ethan's roosting where we hunted early this morning, where there was a bird on the roost that we didn't go after by the trucks, and we should have. So that's where Ethan's at. He just rolled into camp a little bit ago. It's been a great trip. Weather's awesome. A little cold at night, but sleeping bags do a good job. But I'm gonna lip this mountain, keep curling, and try to cover some miles before dark and do some owl hooting and look for some sheds and mushrooms and turkey scratching and hopefully hear a gobbler or two. But it's been a good trip. We're gonna give them hell tomorrow. Ethan brought a steak Friday night, so we eating like kings again.
Well, I got a bird gobbling up on there somewhere. I think he's on the back side. He gobbled about 10 minutes ago and I couldn't tell where it was. Then he gobbled again. And I don't know if he was in the tree yet or not. Still was a decent amount of daylight left a little bit ago. I still think I hear another bird down in this bottom somewhere.
I have to say, I've hunted a lot of places, traveled a lot of places. Some of the more beautiful places in the world, actually. Hawaii, Yellowstone, Glacier, Grand Tetons, Yosemite. Drove from California to Ohio. Seen a lot of really cool stuff. But, man, I gotta say, for what it is, this little slice of heaven that we're at here in Pennsylvania, it's beautiful. I mean, I can't say for sure that it's more beautiful than some of the stuff I've seen in Grand Teton or Yellowstone, but to have it 3 hours from the house here, I mean, it's just beautiful. I hope it stays this way forever. I know it won't, but I hope it stays this way forever. I didn't hear a thing.
Neither did I. That fucking bird was just gobbling his balls.
That's good.
You're making an awful mess here.
Well, Dylan, there's no fire.
There's coals.
Coals is what we need.
There was no coals. I had to dig them up and turn
Did you get my
cardboard.
text? Did
Yeah.
you text me? I answered.
Yes.
He was just, dude, he's gobbling all night, not even on the ground. If he has to be that same bird we were on this morning. Camper last year, or last April.
That fire's gonna keep going.
Celebrating our last night in PA with the typical steak fry.
Alright, so
Yeah, we're on birds.
Yep, on birds.
Dylan is, I'm not.
You're gonna shoot them tomorrow. I already killed 2 this year. One of you guys gotta shoot them. Or I think we all just go there.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I mean,
with
there's
that. If there's
for
multiple
sure,
birds,
2 birds.
we can bop around.
This other bird is down.
I'm not. Can't show that. Yeah, don't show that.
So park here. That bird we got on earlier is right here.
I got everything we need.
That'll do.
That'll do. Literally sitting around eating steak, drinking whiskey. Wow.
And tranny fluid is what they call it in Kentucky.
I can't put that in the video. I guess I can.
It doesn't matter.
Hold me through the shade. So it's more than I can take.
I want to eat Lainey Wilson's ass.
I'm leaving that in the video.
Liv probably approves.
She don't watch this.
Thank you guys.
Well, she's gonna
We
hear
watched
that.
it together.
She'll be on her phone, not paying attention at this part, because this will be this will be 75% of the way through the video. So we got up at 3:50
Still alarm didn't go off at 3:30.
because everyone snoozed their alarms, and Dylan we finally got up at 3:50. We were in the truck by 4:04, and we were in the spot by 4:27. No one else here.
I wonder why.
2 roosted. Well, when we were getting ready at camp on one of the other roads, 10 miles from here, 2 cars went by up the mountain.
Could have been drunks going home.
There's no houses up there, so, so no. But yeah, there's people moving before us.
Well, rather be here early than late.
Well, we're at a spot where we chased 2 birds yesterday, right at last hunting hour, 12 o'clock, and Dylan roosted 2 birds here last night, so there are birds. There are birds.
Promise you, we will hear it gobble.
We got 2 trucks in the parking lot here, so we'll see how many actually stack up on top of us.
You promised me that last weekend, Don.
Well, you guys killed a bird last weekend.
Did we not?
I mean, that's never even been talked about in this episode. The episode prior to this, these guys did the same thing, killed a bird in Kentucky, so. We're hoping,
no gobbling.
we're hoping 2 for 3 on out-of-state trips, because West Virginia was a bust, besides a big set of sheds.
We're gonna kill this bird at 6:10.
I hope it's early. I'd be good with early.
Then we're off to find more.
Yep. He's on that other point. Way down there. He's probably 50% down the ridge. Well, there's some. I don't know where that other gobbler went. This thing has been sitting on this road for like 2 or 3 years. Literally sitting on this road for 2 or 3 years.
There's your shed.
Yeah. I found sheds in 3 states now. There you go, Joey. 3 states.
But no turkeys.
Yeah, no turkeys.
They're down there.
I still say fuck them. Call at him, like, make our loop.
And then come up through that
Make our
field.
loop, and then call at him from the other side.
Come up from that field.
Yeah.
If we come all the way around, if you look on the map, you take that ridge, it'll come out in that field I was in.
Yeah.
Come around that side.
Like on the.
Because
We're not going to go back just to call him in that
No,
valley.
I would
again from the
eventually.
same direction. It's
I'd
stupid.
eventually think that they're gonna come up to the top.
Yeah.
At some point. There's fresh
John,
tracks.
you said turkeys stay on top around here and never go to the bottom. So this
No, they're on the
turkey's
side. They're on the fucking ridge.
he's a bottom dweller, so he is.
He's
Is it-
on.
'cause
He's
he's-
half filled.
Because his buddy got killed yesterday.
Half. Yeah, on top.
God, is it nice here. We've had a bird hammering for 3 hours now. And he hasn't moved an inch. After he flew down off the roost, he did. He came a lot closer. He crossed a valley, came over to our side, kind of got close, then went back down to a shelf. Yeah, I'd say he got less than 100 yards at some point.
Yeah,
but
maybe 80.
then he went down to a shelf, and he's been sitting there gobbling on that shelf since about 6 a.m. And it's right now, it is 8:21. And he's still just down there hammering. We stopped calling about 30 minutes ago, and he's still gobbling, but he ain't budging, so we're kind of just waiting to see where he makes his move to. Listening to all the grouse drum. Lots of grouse drumming. It's beautiful, beautiful up in here.
You can hear grouse drum that are the size of a chicken. You can't hear a turkey drum. It's a myth. You can hear 'em spit.
Yeah, turkey drumming is a myth, by the way, we've decided. Alright, quick update time. We're still hunting the same turkeys. We've been on them since they flew off the roost. Lots of stuff has happened. Dylan had him at 50 yards when I was leaning up against that mound of dirt videotaping about 30 minutes ago, but he didn't take the shot. Some other hunters came in on us. The guy said he didn't hear us talking, or didn't hear us calling. But we ran into him and he went the opposite way, so that was nice of him. Him and his little son, but the birds are still gobbling in the same general area. So we are just going to wait them out. We got till noon. Since the last video I took, we're back in Ohio pulling into my house. The last video I took was when we were in the woods. I said you were going after those birds one last time. Dylan slipped and fell down a hill, got mad, went back and ate lunch while me and Ethan wandered about. The birds kept gobbling, and then we packed up camp and drove back to Ohio.
Yep.
Yep.
Should have pulled the trigger. 53 yards. And through some brush, thought they were going to come a little bit closer, but they did not. So,
Guess we gotta spend time with our wives now.
well, I'll see you later at the lake.
I guess we're gonna drink some beer. Go figure.
Yep.
That's it.